Sri Lakshmi, right?
Yes, sir. Very good morning. I know that I was looking for other words, but whatever I say would be short with the person we have today. It's a great honor.
But short, you can make it 0.
Yes, that's why I did not take up any. So, the person who is with us today is DrTPS. I'm going to give him a small introduction about. I cannot stop myself saying sir in between, on and off. I'll try to say DrTPS. And he is a visionary. When I went through his profile, to just know about him, I went through his Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the works, and then I contacted DrTPS directly to know more about
through
him.
Google.
Like, yes, Google. Yes, Google. You just type.
No, Google.
Google. Yeah, my first connect is through Google, sir. But however, you just type DrTPS in Google. Google will say it comes with Siksha. That's a great initiative to know about. But I will not talk much about Siksha initiative because I want all of us individually to go through it and know more about it. All right. But to talk about DrTPS, he is born in Kerala, and he is born in Naduvil, Kannur, Kerala, and in the year 19.
Naduvil means Naduvil means the center.
Okay.
Because it's surrounded by mountains.
Oh, right. In 1964, and he studied in a village, and during his 8th standard, he was put into a special school in the nearby town, but was thrown out of the school for being a bad student. He passed secondary education from his village school with just 2nd class. From Payanur College, he passed pre-degree, that is 12th, in 2nd class. And then he started valuing education from his degree time, and later he had many feathers in his hat, like he did his Masters in Science, Philosophy, PhD, LLB, Masters in Business Administration, and MS. So I would say he himself is an example of how you need not be born with IQ. Born IQ concept can be a myth, and he's an example of transformation of knowledge by having so many degrees if you want to. That is what I tell. And DrTPS' philosophy in life is flow like a river and grow like a tree. So he enjoys the storm and fall in life, what we term as struggle. So like a fallen tree rising to the next day sunrise, he keeps growing in your life. According to him, every moment is an opportunity, and not missing those opportunities is what gives success, and creating lot of such successes in life is the credit one must take into account. So he worked, coming to his career, he worked as a scientist in space department for more than 20 years, since 1989, and he was the director of UGC, Academic Staff College in Calicut University in Kerala, and went on to serve as Deputy Director at Directorate General of Security Cabinet Secretary in New Delhi. He took a voluntary retirement in 2009. So if he would have continued with the government, I'm sure he would have been in a very, very high position. But in fact, he opted that he should get his inner passion to teach and show direction to a lot of people, irrespective of the age groups, because we all need education in some area or the other in today's generation. So he also had short tenures as a professor in JNTU Hyderabad and as an executive director in the engineering college in Kannur University. And he also had an experience as a CSR educational consultant with Shobha Developers. He conducts a lot of teacher training sessions. He's a motivational speaker, life coach, and he believes that teachers are the ones who can make tomorrow's citizens. And he teaches them what is students and how can we better ourselves. So he is always available for students for any questions, and he has over 60 blogs for the benefit of those who want to learn, acquire knowledge. His passion for life, he defines life as learning is investment investment for future learning, learn or live in full enjoyment, has made him to author books like Life Made Simple, Life is Love, Life is to Live, Life Reflections, etc. His books are so close to his heart that those who read them will find solutions for all the problems. Highly motivational and grievance readdressing tips. Parents and teachers also approach Dr. TPS for their individual and family and professional and social solutions. He is a life coach, as I mentioned, and he also conducts a lot of conferencing camp. It is an unconferencing camp at his 200-year-old home. It is Jnanam in Naduvil, Kannur, Kerala, and he builds values among the youth by leading as an example. These camps are visited by a lot of IT, non-IT professionals, not only who are in the academics, but even the other people also, because I read those reviews. They are really, it is an experience to stay there and get that education done, or I would say some coaching. And past 3 years, more than 20 camps were attended by more than 600 youth from various parts of the world, many from Gulf and West, from PG to KG, working professionals, people from all walks of life with an open mind to learn can attend. All these camps have a very informal setting with emphasis on learning and sharing. So, Dr. TPS' message for today's generation would be: dreams must keep on changing. As dream is created from the knowledge that one attains and the world he is exposed to. In his words, in my early age, I had limited small dreams to be a teacher to a rich man. During my PhD, I wanted to be a good researcher and professor in mathematics. While in job as scientist, I wanted to head a unit in ISRO to make it as a model research institute. So now the dream is changed and defined as per the knowledge level one gains. So he sees that a lot of bright students make it to the civil aspirants because they dream big because of their knowledge. And so he also currently he is also taking up different projects of educating kids through Siksha, and also making education available for all the kids, whoever requires to for the knowledge improvement. And I welcome you, sir, here, and it is a privilege for us to have you here and taken your precious time to address us for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sri Lakshmi. I must thank Gokulan for. I was in his school. Are you a guardian there, or how do you know?
I was a teacher. I was an English teacher in that school.
You left which year?
Sorry?
Which year you left that place?
It's been 3 years. So I worked with Gokulan sir for 2 years.
He's a good singer.
Yes. And he teaches English with singing.
Yeah. I teach English through drama. So I must thank Gokulan for giving this opportunity to meet you all. Okay. So what is that you want? Now, having heard her for last, it's nice to hear, not for you but for me. Right? Do you have any questions? How many of you have written at least one line from what she spoke? Nobody, right? This is the habit of teachers. They don't write. You don't allow your students to write. You want them to listen to you, right?
Yes.
There is all of you should write, keep writing at least from now. You are not recording also, right? I am recording, not 1, 2, 3 places I record. You know why? I listen to my own lectures. One good quality of a teacher and a student is, otherwise notes and pen is for what? We conduct a lot of conferences. I just returned from Lanka after a conference. All of their notes will be fresh. They'll gift it to their child. Pen they will gift it to their friends. Nothing is touched. What for it is given? To use, right? Yes or no? Keep writing. If writing habit is not there, that means you don't have the learning habits. Learning happens only because your title is that, right? What is that you want me to do? Classroom arrangement, classroom management. This is a management institute, right? Actually, I hate the word management. Is it a good word? What is the degree given? What is the other management courses? Normally well known. No, normally well known management courses. Forget about hotel management. BA. What is MBA full form? Is there a word management there? Are you getting what I am asking? How many of you written the word management now? Otherwise you will forget what is the DrTPS spoke. He told something. Write management, then you will remember, oh, he spoke about this point. Write down each technical term. How many technical terms you can catch? And how many technical terms are in your bucket? That knowledgeable you are. Right? You were talking about, Sri Lakshmi was talking about a book. Most of my books are on life. It's a second edition. Earlier book cover was this and it is written, flow like a river, grow like a tree. Right? Now open one page from here. A random page. That will be your mood today. Be careful. Wisely. What did you get?
Astrology is a signboard.
Yeah. I'm an astrologer. Astrology is a signboard. Do you believe? Not much. Don't believe on anything. Do you believe this is a glass?
Yes.
Do you believe?
Yes.
Do you believe this is a
Because I can
glass?
see it.
You love your mother?
Yes.
You see it or feel it?
Feel it.
So seeing is not believed and not seeing not believed.
Yeah, sometimes.
What is this? This is a glass. How do you know? Did I ask how do you believe? No. What do you ask? No.
We learn.
Yeah. So don't believe in God. Learn.
Know about it.
Know about it. So I know this is a glass. I don't believe this is a. Are you getting? So now in your note you should have written no or believe, arrow mark no. From belief it should go to no. I don't believe in God.
Unless
I don't believe in astrology. I know astrology. I know God. Are you getting? See, the point which you took, I am making it as a learning platform. How to learn, how to make your students to learn. They believe. So we came to the word management. Master of Business Administration. No word of management. What is management? You managed a car for me. Are you getting what I'm saying? You managed a, it was shabby. You have to read. I'll send you that Uber experience of DrTPS. I wrote a beautiful poem. Okay. After every travel, today I did not. What is hotel? Definition of hotel.
Hotel is the place where a bona fide traveler can get their food, the shelter.
So you have traveler, you have place. Which are the technical terms? Food, stay, shelter, services, rest, all that. Is it travel? What is the other word for travel?
Guest.
Guest.
Travel. Other word.
for travel.
Travel journey.
What is the difference between travel and journey?
Journey means the experience when I started travel till the end point, and travel means I go
Traveling is
somewhere
just like
that is
going
I
from
think
point A to
No,
point
you
B.
should write travel, arrow mark, journey. Life is a travel or a journey.
Journey.
But I traveled from Sikh village to this Bandalguda.
Yes.
Right? I made it a journey. I am transported from there to this place. Now, what did I do?
You travel.
The travel
In an experience, then
I experienced because I was talking to somebody first time. I give a lot of guidance for children to join for different colleges. So what I did was we had a long dialogue. So I never knew anything what is inside. Otherwise, AC was not working.
Yes.
It was smelling too bad. Then I asked him, no, get the air from outside, not the internal. He said, anyway, it's not working. So I said, anyway, I'll get the all air from outside, opened all the glasses, right? Doesn't matter because I'm constantly traveling. Always keep a wet tissue. So that gives like a feel of freshness after. Correct? After a journey, you don't require, you don't feel tired. So I converted the travel by diverting my attention. That's what she said, have a higher feeling, not a lower feeling. So each word is very, very important. What is the teacher's job? Look at every word carefully like this. Understand. When you understand, the feeling of expression become with full confidence. Teaching is an expression of your knowledge, where the students are the receiving it. But do they receive? All the teachers in classroom keep asking, attention please, listen please, look at me please. Don't you? That means what? They are not looking at you. They are not attentive. They are not listening. The thoughts goes into different places, right? So in teaching methodology, there is a great principle called Gnani's principle. Gnani's principle. So I picked up some of the books which are into this field. I have a book which is written in 2007, Adaptive Learning. This is a new version of it which I wrote last year. The original book is the full extension, but this is in this world next generation technology. I wrote next generation because that is accepted by most of people, but below that is my world. 3, 2, 1 world. You hear a lot of people talking about 21st century education, next generation technology. All these are wrong. Century is how many years? Are you talking about 100 years of education? Do you think that education should move faster than the speed in which it is moving today? Generation is how many years? 20 years. Generation is 20 years. So a life can see 3 generation down, 3 generation up. Okay, that's all what we can see in our life. That is why we have 7 Janmas. Janma is generation. Traditionally in Bharatiya Sankalpa, Indian tradition, we call 7 generation, 7 Janmas. Why 7 Janma? I can see my father, grandfather finished. I am the third one. I can see my child and my grandchild. That's it. So 7 generations. Got it? So 20 years. Are we talking about education in 20 years? No. So I keep saying it is third decade of 21st century. Third decade of 21st century. 3, 2, 1. So which world we are into? 3, 2, 1 world. Where things moves much faster. Correct? You don't see 3, 2, 1 world on Google. You should write 3, 2, 1 world at DrTPS, then only you will see. Because I only coined it. It's just getting popularized. So many of my books are on life in 3, 2, 1 world. Teaching in 3, 2, 1 world. This is the subject probably I should. Teachers teaching in the 3, 2, 1 world. How do you become much better and faster? Anything you want to learn which you are teaching in your syllabus is available online. Yes or no? Why are you teaching? Are you a better teacher than the online teachers available in the world?
We elaborate experience.
But do you elaborate? See, I wrote a book on adaptive learning in which the advantage of using a recorded version is going to be on YouTube. The advantage is all of you can pause, fast forward, go slow, repeat as many times as you want, which is not in the normal class. So, which is better? A recorded class is better. But what is the difference between a recorded class and a non-recorded interaction physically like this? I could have recorded. Eh?
Experience. Doubts will not be solved.
Hmm?
Doubts will not be solved.
Ah, there is a great joke. Einstein, which is Einstein? You know Einstein, right? What is his invention?
Delta is equal to mc square. E is equal to mc square.
Is it?
Einstein.
Is it that he got Nobel Prize?
He solved the evolution theory of evolution.
Einstein. Then what is Darwin did? See, this is our problem. We know, but we presume we know. Atnana timirandasya nananjana shalagaya chakshurunmilidamyana tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I salute to the Guru who is giving a kajal to my eyes which has got cataract. That is the meaning of this sloka. Atnana means not having knowledge. Atnana timirandasya. Timira means cataract. Atnana timirandasya nananjana shalakaya. Give knowledge like a kajal. I salute you, that Guru. No problem, not you. Even physics PhD fellows, if I ask what is Einstein invention, they know Einstein, but they don't. Okay, it's spectrometry. Okay, greatest was that, but that is not where he got. So my question was, we have some knowledge, but we don't know what is it. What Einstein says, he is a great philosopher, not a great scientist. What we get is PhD. What is PhD?
Doctor of philosophy.
Ultimately, we are all philosophers. What is philosophy? How much knowledge I have, whether I can transfer that to somebody else. That ability is called a philosopher. All teachers are philosophers. Are you getting? All teachers have to be philosophers. What is philosophy? Philos plus Sophie. Okay. What is philos? Blind love. The teenage love where they want to hide and love. Correct? If the pair is not meeting, the heartbeat will change. If that pair goes and talk to somebody else, heart attack will happen. After some time, doesn't matter, you talk to anybody, I don't care. Right? That's called agape. I've got a poetry. I did not write it. Look at my poem. I think it's life of love. Philos to agape. That's a poetry. Eros, Philos, Eros, agape. Eros is a married stage. You go with your there is a hiding love, but after marriage, you don't take your pair and then go for a wedding. They will ask why you did not bring your husband. But during teenage, if you bring your girlfriend, somebody will ask why did you bring her. You understood the difference? Both are love. It's a secret love. Your knowledge and for knowledge, you have a secret love. It's so passionate. I don't want to. No, it's so close to your. That is what you should have. You can you can listen from each one of my word which I'm using. I'm so passionate about it, right? Understood? And I make it entirely different in different places, explaining like this because I'm recording it and putting it on YouTube. So if it is one and the same, people who are seeing it will get bored. This fellow is telling same thing everywhere, right? Understood? So I'll become more conscious. But imagine you are teaching in a class. Is it not the same every year? Batch wise, little change, little improvement. Syllabus is same. You should improve every year because you are becoming more and more knowledgeable. Correct? So your updates are more. You enjoy doing it. So you should graduate in your knowledge.
There is upgradation also.
Hmm?
There's a type of upgradation also. Down the knowledge.
I was a director for an academic staff college. Our job was all the university teachers come there, make them higher and higher. Number one. Number two was give them the basic knowledge of teaching methodologies. That is where Nanny's principle. Let's call it Nanny's principle. Drag the attention of students first. How do you drag the attention? Not by saying, please look at him. That is begging. So I keep saying most of the teachers are beggars. You have to be effective, E effective and A effective. You have to be E effective and A effective. That means it should not come from my brain, it should come from my manas, not from the buddhi. It's very difficult to use sometimes English words. Correct? Heart means, is it the right word to be used? Manas is the right word. Where do you keep your mother? In the heart? Biology teachers will say don't keep, they will get excused. But we don't have. English language is such a language where it means something else most of the time. What we mean cannot be expressed. So manas is the right word. And I hate people still use sir, which British has stopped using. And if you use in America, you'll be thrown out of the job. But still, India is a colonized, still that colony is there in the brain. I was in Sri Lanka, I asked, what is the word which you use instead of sir in your language? You know what is the word? Mahatma. I said, great word, only one Mahatma in India. And everybody in Sri Lanka are Mahatmas. And you are not using that word. So I told in the classrooms, no one words, only Mahatma. All started. What a great word, no? Correct? Hello. Who is hello? When you get a call, you ask hello, right? What is hello? Who is hello?
There is a girlfriend name who invented.
Alexander Graham Bell's girlfriend. And you call everybody as hello, your mother, father. What a stupid people we are thinking. You are not asking questions to every word. A teacher's job is to recognize the words. Very clear. What is the meaning of college? What is the meaning of management? Management is a wrong word. If I don't know cooking, what do you say? I managed cooking. Right? There are 4 people, you have only 3 vehicles. What do you do? Collector is not a manager of a district. Collector is called the administrator of the district. That's why EAs, they are administrators. What is administration? Audio drops administration. Means you have a dabba in which 10 drops is to be given, 2 drops lost in between. Will you manage it by, or will you open a new bottle? Open a new bottle. That's administration. Pulling resources is administration. When you are less or lacking administration, management, when you have to adjust with the situation, controlled ration, that's called a control. That's why in British time we had controller of accounts. His job is not to spend the budget, control it. Then the next word came, manage that money which I'm giving. Understood? Now the job is administer. A collector is the good collector only when he can pull from the minister. Finance minister, I want this much money. There is a flood. Manage with the flood means what? Don't manage. So it's a bad word. Unfortunately, it is being used. I was also a professor of management, HOD of management department. So my job is manage with all the knowledge which I have. So in my book I have written, management is not MBA. MBA is Master of Business Administration. Unfortunately, hotel is still management only. It should be hotel administration. Got it? I get it? Eh?
But in hotel,
You cannot change.
we call it as a Masters of Hospitality Administration.
See, I was coming to that. The job is called administration.
But job is different, sir.
Yeah.
In hotel, job is different, and in MBA, like after MBA, whoever is getting job, that job is MBA. If you differentiate both, it is
What is the difference?
like the profile. Yeah, profile, job description. Everything.
What is the difference?
Like we have to manage with everything. We have to we have to convince the guest. We have to take care of everything. If we are wrong, also we have to manage something like that.
That is what you do, but that is not done in great hotels. Recently, I was in touch. When I went inside the room, there was somebody's trouser left in the room. Everybody came to my room, and I was given presidential suit as compensation. It's managing or administering. 3 days I stayed in president's suit. Understood? No, it's not managing, it's administering. You give a same room somewhere else, is managing. You have pulled all the resources. It is not convincing the customer, it is making him feel better. Managers will convince you to adjust. That also I did. I went to Rupanaranpur, a small village. Hotel was so bad. Manage. I also managed to stay there. Understood? So your job is not that. Maybe that is okay for such a situation, but got it? Always don't see that, no, I am doing a lower job. Make it to the highest.
But in a hotel industry, it is always impromptu. Things will not go as planned or as we want. And yes, sometimes even the management wants to give us, and even I'll try hard. But when the situation comes, it can be topsy. Like intern might call in and say that nobody is coming, then I'll have to go and
100%. One of the biggest
so it's
trouble.
the most
Vulnerable
situations what
situation.
I
You don't know how
heard.
many guests are
Yes.
going to come. Unpredictable.
Yes. So
Yeah.
administration in that situation will be.
I was in Pegasus Reef. There was a match happening. So all the football batch by batch, Sri Lanka, Taiwan, India, Pakistan, everybody was there. You can imagine it is full. Why it happened? Because that was one of the moderate hotel, right? Will it happen in the highest hotel? Understood? So then quit that hotel and go to highest hotel. Are you getting? Don't prepare them for a smaller job. Prepare for the highest job. These problems are only with the lower jobs. No? There is a great institute, Mari Chennarandi Institute for Human. Do you know this? Hyderabad, Mari Chennarandi Institute for Human Excellence. Also. I was teaching there. So most of the superintendents of police, superintendents of hospitals, all superintendents, training program, 60 of them. That time Andhra Telangana together. It was 10 years back. So many of them said, I am not getting promotion. I am in the same seat for last 10 years. I said, quit the job. If I quit, I will not get any other job. So you know you are useless. And still you want promotion. Correct? Why are you continuing? So you have to adjust with the situations and you don't have any other options. So how to improve yourself? Performance P is equal to attitude A plus skill plus opportunities. Performance depends on your attitude. Performance depends on your skill. Performance depends on your opportunities. So you have to create opportunities, make opportunities.
And having the right attitude.
Yeah, the right attitude is always a problem. If you have more attitude and you lack a lot of opportunities and you lack skill, they are the people who come to me for counseling. Depression will come. I'm a psychotherapist. So many people come to me saying that I'm not able to do it. I want to do it. You're not able to improve your skill. What will happen? Many motivation speakers will motivate you. I motivate you to swim, but you don't know swimming. What will happen? Correct. So attitude will not help you if you don't have skill. Opportunity you will find. I have an attitude for swimming. I know swimming. What do? I go to the place where swimming pool is available.
Search for opportunity.
I will search for opportunities. So your ability for making your students having skill and having attitude. But today's world, there are a lot of opportunities. We don't find people with attitude and skill. Are you getting where I am coming?
Yes.
I've interviewed 300 people working in a, Shobha developers? Heard about Shobha developers?
Smart developers. Yes.
They are the people who construct Infosys buildings. I worked with him for 1.5 years. He's one of the richest men. I've seen his kitchen much better than all your kitchen together. In an old age home which he runs. Understood? So if I go to the 5-star hotel and they show that this is, I have seen better than this. You know what he does? He can take a tissue paper. Shall I do it here? Rub it here and then see if there is a dust. The person in charge of this room loses job. I have not seen somebody. I was in discussion with him and then Times of India came for an interview. He called both of us. His servant maid's quarters. Opened the WC, put his hand. That was that clean. He runs a school. After every child goes, the ayah goes and cleans the wash. And you will have only smell of the soap. I worked with such a perfectionist. He's very rich, one of the richest. He can make a Sri Lanka in India, given land and the freedom. He's that rich. Infosys, all buildings are constructed without quotation. No tender is given. It's only he and only he will do it. That's a dealing between, because they trust him so much. And he's an Omani citizen. Generally, they don't give citizenship for a Hindu. That way, an Indian Hindu. It is given to him. He constructs palaces in all the Gulf countries. How clean, how neat, how good has to be a palace, right? And he's the man who gets all the content. That's why he is the richest. May not be in the list, he will not come in the rich because all his properties are properties where the value cannot be the right value, right? Now he is constructing one in the Tangpat. I saw an advertisement. That is perfectionist. I have seen perfectionist. Every vada if there is a guest and then vada is given, first thing he will put a tissue paper, excuse it and see. If oil is there, finished.
And oil fried didn't have oil.
No, it's all the how do you make atta depends on how much oil. You will get lot of different vada in which different quantity of oil is captured, right? I'm saying you have to be aim for the perfect. No, it's a great job. I stayed in his old age home. Old age home is like a 5-star. Look at Icon, ICON, DrTPS. You will see me in his old age home. The food, the way it is supplied. I record it as much as I can while staying. So it is not managing, it is. So I want all of you, having told this much, I want all of you probably, this is a workshop, right? Not a class. I don't want blah blah blah. You take one topic of your subject, so I will also learn a little bit from you. Whichever is your choice. Take 5 minutes, prepare yourself. And this is all others are students. Okay? First take a clean page, neat, fresh page. Write names of all the people who are going to do that. Are you going to do that? Ready to do that class? Sample class? 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes? You tell me how much time?
Regarding the subject,
Any subject of your choice. Could be anything out of box. Beyond syllabus. Doesn't matter. But that you are explaining like a class. Ready? So tell your name. You write his name first. One. His name you should write. And all others are going to evaluate and give a rank. It's going to be an evaluation. Next. Louder.
Saptarshi.
What's your name?
Prashant.
Prashant. Yeah.
Saptarshi.
Saptarshi.
Vinay Kumar.
After a very pralaya, only Saptarshis remain. Yeah.
Vinay Kumar.
Vinay Kumar.
Is it compulsory everyone?
No, it's up to you.
Then I just put this.
Yeah. It's up to you. It's a workshop. If you are there, it's part of it. If everybody says I don't, then it becomes not possible. That's it.
Himanshu.
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 Yeah.
Rohit.
Rohit.
Gopal. Gopal.
Gopal.
Gayatri.
Gayatri. No. Sri Lakshmi. And all of you can write these names in the same sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 people are there. Are you ready now or you need a little time to prepare? Ready? Who is ready? Good. Start. Whoever. You can start. Yeah, sit down. You don't have to stand up. You want to stand up like a class? Yeah, it's up to you. Whichever is convenient for you. You can come here also. Good. Nice. You want to use the board?
Yes.
This is called micro teaching. Look at micro teaching DrTPS. You will see a lot of students in UK doing a micro teaching on different subjects. And in my academic staff college also, I started micro teaching. And we have different people, experts who will tell them what is wrong. and all of you are going to write her name.
Give marks.
No, not give marks. Alla. Yeah, you can give marks from 0 to 10. But then what is good, what is bad? Correct? So that it becomes an improvement chance for you.
So,
And those,
time is
it's up to you. You tell 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, up to you.